Byeon Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon, when acting feels too real. The Korean drama world has produced countless love stories, but once in a while, something rare happens, a pairing so natural, so full of emotion, that fans begin to wonder if it's really just acting. That's exactly what unfolded between Byeon Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon, the stars of Lovely Runner. Their connection wasn't built on over-the-top romance or scripted charm. It was born from something quieter, deeper, and unmistakably real. Every glance between them carried meaning. Every smile seemed to hold a secret only they understood. It wasn't just chemistry, it was magic. The beginning, 2 stars, 1 fate. When Lovely Runner was first announced, fans were excited but cautious. Could this time travel love story between a struggling fan and a fallen idol really touch hearts? But from the very first episode, the answer was clear, yes. From the way Kim Hye-yoon's character gazed at Woo-seok's with admiration and heartbreak, to his gentle, unspoken affection toward her, viewers were captivated. It felt like watching 2 souls who had known each other for a lifetime. One fan commented online. Their story, full of laughter, pain, and second chances, reminded everyone what K-drama romance was supposed to feel like. Behind the camera, the connection no script could write. The behind-the-scenes moments only fueled the fire. During interviews, Woo-seok would often glance at Hye-yoon with that soft smile that made fans scream in the comments. When asked what he liked about her, he didn't hesitate. "She has this warmth, she makes everyone feel at ease," he said quietly. And Hye-yoon, just as naturally, would laugh and say, "He's so caring. He looks serious, but he's actually the kindest person I've met." During press events, they mirrored each other's movements without realizing. When she laughed, he looked at her always. When he spoke, she listened with the kind of attention that only comes from real fondness. The chemistry was so genuine that fans began calling them the Lovely Runner couple, and it stuck. The moments that made fans believe. There were moments in Lovely Runner that transcended acting. That rain scene, the one where Seoul runs to Ryu Sunjae, drenched and desperate, and he holds her as if the world might end if he lets go, didn't feel like fiction. Their tears were real. Their smiles weren't rehearsed. It was love written not in words, but in glances. Fans couldn't get enough. Edits flooded TikTok and YouTube, slow-motion clips, background with sad Korean ballads and captions like, "This wasn't acting." They look at each other like they forgot the cameras were rolling. One comment read, "This is not just chemistry, it's connection." Fans turn into detectives, searching for clues. And then, the real fun began. The fandom investigations. People started noticing coincidences. Matching bracelets spotted in 2 separate photos. Similar captions posted hours apart. A Woo-seok using a pink heart emoji, Hye-yoon's signature color. Fan accounts began to compile evidence threads, from behind-the-scenes clips to interview gestures. Even in group settings, Woo-seok's eyes always seemed to find her first. "If love had a look, it's the way he looks at her," one fan wrote. Soon, hashtags like #LovelyRunnerCouple, #Byeon Hye-yoon, and #ActingFeelsTooReal dominated Korean and international trends. The global wave, Lovely Runner, becomes an obsession. What began as a local hit became a worldwide sensation. From South Korea to the Philippines, Thailand, and beyond, fans created fan meets, art exhibitions, and online marathons to celebrate their favorite pair. In Latin America, fans even started translating scenes into Spanish, calling them La pareja más real del drama coreano, the most real couple in K-drama. Netflix and Via both reported spikes in rewatch numbers every time Woo-seok and Hye-yoon appeared in a new clip or interview. Even non-K-drama fans started asking, who are these two, and why does it feel like they're really in love? The emotional bond, what makes it different? What truly sets Byeon Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon apart isn't just their looks or fame, it's the emotional balance between them. Hye-yoon brings warmth, charm, and emotional depth. Woo-seok brings quiet intensity, gentleness, and protective energy. Together, they create something rare, a love that feels believable, human, and pure. They don't need scripted kisses or loud confessions. Their power lies in silence. The way they look, the way they stay near each other without saying a word. Their love story feels like something we've lived before. A fan tweeted. The interviews between the lines. Every press conference, every talk show, feels like another chapter in their story. In one interview, when asked about their chemistry, Woo-seok smiled and said, "We didn't force it. It just happened naturally." And when Hye-yoon was asked the same, she laughed shyly. Maybe it's because we understand each other too well. The room erupted in cheers, but the real reaction came online. Thousands of fans posting, "They're not fooling anyone anymore." The end of Lovely Runner, but not the end of their story. When the show ended, fans weren't ready to let go. People cried watching the finale, not because the story ended, but because it felt like saying goodbye to something real. Yet, the chemistry didn't fade. At fan events, Woo-seok and Hye-yoon continued to interact with the same warmth, teasing, and affection that fans adored. Every new appearance together reignited hope. They gave us love that felt honest, and that's what makes it unforgettable, one viewer wrote. The truth, real or real? So, are Byeon Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon really together? No one knows, and maybe that's not the point. What they created through Lovely Runner was something bigger than a rumor or headline. It was a feeling, a reminder of what love can look like when it's simple, pure, and deeply felt. They reminded us that acting isn't pretending, it's feeling, a critic wrote. Whether it's real or real, their bond has already become a part of K-drama history. Final thoughts. When acting becomes art. Some stories end when the cameras stop rolling. But for Byeon Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon, the story continues, in the hearts of millions who watched them fall in love on screen and believed, even for a moment, that it was real. Their chemistry wasn't about fame or fantasy, it was about truth. And maybe that's why, long after Lovely Runner has faded from trending lists, their story will keep running, quietly, beautifully, forever.